Pasaban días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and yeah. Good thing, Sarah, this canyon right here.
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. So. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores. Good evening to everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you so much for joining on this 20th of May, Thursday, 20th of May. If you guys want to share this video, if you guys want to share the video so we can get more people on the live feed, it is just unbelievable what they're doing. Unbelievable. It's sad what they're doing to us. So this is we're going to try to do the best that we can to bring live feeds to you guys. How's everybody doing? Good evening. Good evening to people in the Central Time, Mountain Time, and East Coast time. God bless you all. Good morning to people in the Pacific time. Thank you so much for joining this live feed. Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link. If you guys want to contribute to our independent reporting to continue, and if you guys want to contribute to our work, thank you so much. Buy me a coffee and also our PayPal. Thank you so much. God bless. Let's get right into the news, people. A humongous problem. It is occurring right now in Morocco with the border of the Moroccan border with the border of Spain. It's a huge problem. Humongous problem. People are not realizing how serious this problem is. But it's huge. And I will put an article that is practically explaining what has been going on. You guys heard me talking about this. You guys heard me talking about this topic yesterday, as Morocco has been basically, closing the president of Spain, Pedro Sanchez, sent the military to the border of Ceuta, that is the border that connects to the country of Morocco, where more than 8,000 migrants rushed the border, crossed irregularly to the country of Spain. And the president of Spain, Pedro Sanchez, has said already, you know what, we're going to send the military over there. So they send military tanks, and this has been a continuous fluency as this started on Monday, and it has not stopped. So the president of Spain and the leaders of Morocco got together, and the Moroccan government, as this article that it was released by Politica, it says on Spanish, Morocco closes the border. So the Moroccan country has closed the border that connects to Ceuta, that is Ceuta, Spain, due to this enormous migration wave. It says the government considers that it has been an assault and not an immigration crisis, and that everything is going to go back to normal. Look at the words that they're using right here, people. Look at the words that they're using right here. This is the authorities from Spain, as they're saying that more than 8,000 migrants crossed, bum rushing the border of Ceuta to Spain since Monday. And this absolutely, the statement, it is just unbelievable, saying the government will consider this and is considering this as an assault. Wow, as an assault. And it says also that it's not a migrant crisis. It is an assault on their country. Wow, what a statement. What a statement. Huge statement by the government of Spain that is saying that this influx of migrants was an assault on their country, was not an immigration crisis, and the number of people that they are being returned back right now, migrants that they entered irregularly to the country of Spain, it is 5,600 migrants. Holy cow! Out of the 8,000. Already they have returned back the Spain authorities. They have returned back 5,600 migrants. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is joining in. Thank you so much. Share this video so we can get more viewers. Help me out, fight censorship. Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link for people that want to contribute. Thank you so much. So it says right here that 5,600 that have returned back out of 8,000 migrants that they rushed the border between the borders of Ceuta, that is Ceuta, Spain, with Morocco, and that the Spain authorities are considering this an assault. They're considering this an assault, not an immigration crisis. Look at it. And you got the left in the United States of America that they are not calling it an immigration crisis, but they're calling it a challenge. Wow. And the Spain government is calling this an assault. It's huge. Humongous statement by the Spain authorities. And it says right here on the bottom, Morocco has closed their borders this Wednesday through the port of entry of Tarajal under the immigration pressure over Spain. The kingdom of Alawi has cut down the human exodus that pushed more than 8 undocumented migrants into the city of Spain called Ceuta. The Moroccan government has kept silent in the past days, and it hasn't said anything or official position of what has had happened. Only the ministers of humanitarian rights and Parliament Relations, Mustafa Ramit, he assures on Facebook that Spain, they knew the high price that they were underestimating Morocco, that it was too high. In reference to the country that has not complied, being good neighbors with each other. That is what the frontline Polisario Brahim Gali said, that Spain is not being good neighbors with Morocco. It's unbelievable. But the statements that they're giving, it is more incredible that the Spanish government has just come out and said this. You know what? This is what it is. They're just saying, the hell with this. This is an assault. This is not a immigration crisis. Wow, man, that's a really, I don't want to be a snowflake, but that is like really harmful, language. But pretty much the Spanish government is being up forward and being upfront and saying, you know what, this is an assault. It is not an immigration crisis, because if it was an immigration crisis, there will be a process. Like the Globalist Compact of Immigration says, that the United Nations is violating all immigration law that exists in the world. So it says the government considers that this has been an assault and not an immigration crisis, and more than 5,600 have been returned back out of the 8,000. So you're talking about more than 60%. More than 60%, they have been returned back to Morocco. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Somebody saying your feed continues to buffer. Yeah, they're doing a lot of stuff to me right now, man. If you can get out of the feed and then come back, it probably will get better. And these are some pictures that I wanted to show you about, how this immigration crisis, as this is an example, that this immigration crisis that is occurring between Morocco and Spain, it is horrible. Right here, you will see a gentleman that is being picked up, and this is Ceuta, the border of Ceuta, that is being picked up by the military of Spain. But you're going to see how he floated and how he got around the river, the sea. You see these plastic bottles, you're going to be amazed on how this young man used these plastic bottles to swim around. This is so sad. To swim around the border. Look. This is a young kid. Where is UNICEF? Again. Where is the United Nations Children Relief Fund? Where is it? This is in a minor crossing on bottles of plastic to sustain his body so he can swim around the border of Ceuta, of Morocco, and go into Ceuta, Spain. Where is the United Nations, the Children's Relief Fund, the UNICEF? Where are you? Where is the philanthropists? These tabloid writers that are calling, George Soros a philanthropist. I don't see him right here helping the Moroccan people. Where is the left reporting on this? Where is it? Really? Where is it? Somebody's asking, where are his parents? We don't know. We don't know if he has parents or not. We cannot judge a gentleman that is swimming across a river or swimming across the sea with bottles of plastic and swimming for his life. We don't know what he's going through. We don't know what he has gone through. We don't, but that's a good question. Where are his parents? You never know what his background is. But this is actually a horrific image right here. That photo, somebody's saying that photo is heartbreaking. Yes, it is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking like you don't even imagine, because this immigration of influx, this globalized immigration, this is what is pushing. Irregular crossings. The globalist compact of immigration, it is a broken system. I have said it multiple times. It does not work. And the United Nations is not doing anything to help the necessities of people that they're migrating through jungles, through seas, through deserts, through mountains. Nobody is doing anything to help this. Look at this picture now. This is one of the pictures. He's swimming across with bottles. He's crying, for crying out loud. Where is the United Nations? It gets me so upset, because these globalist groups, They're the ones that they're pushing this. They're the ones that they're pushing this globalization, immigration. And it is just unbelievable. Look at this picture, man. This is when he is getting out of the sea with the bottles tied up into his knees. Look at this. Look at this, man. So when is the United Nations going to do something about it? When? When is the United Nations? Look, this is for everybody that is joining in. Thank you so much. People are joining in into the live feed. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. Thank you so much for cooperating. Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link for people that want to contribute. Thank you so much. This is unbelievable. Pictures. This is a young gentleman, and I will go from this picture all the way to the first picture. This is a young, undocumented minor that is migrating to the border of Ceuta from Morocco, floating in bottles, crying when he arrives because he knows that he's going to be held, arrested, or he's going to be held right there by those two military officers. Again, for the 70th millionth time, you have this organization that is a globalist organization that is called United Nations, which is pushing the globalist immigration phenomenon around the world. And you have people migrating like this, kids, minors, migrating like this. And unbelievably, people, nobody, absolutely nobody is saying anything about it. Nobody. It's just incredible. So, going back to the topic, again, for people that are joining in, you know, the Spanish government has released a statement that is, I believe that is a really strong statement, what they just said. A really strong statement. It says right here, Morocco closes their border through Ceuta. So it's not even the country of Spain that they close the border. The Moroccan government closed the border. But the government of Spain has released a statement saying, we consider this an assault. It is not an immigration crisis. We consider this an assault, and everything is going to go back to normal. And the number of people that they have been returned back, irregular migrants that they have been returned back, it goes and it's ascending every time. It's going, the number is going up. Right now, you got 5,600 out of 8,000 that they were potentially, the migrants that they crossed irregularly to Spain. This is a problem, huge problem. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, you know what? This is a situation where it is only happening in Mexico with the United States." No, you're wrong. You're wrong. This is somebody saying, "Oscar, I bet this is stage." I don't think so. This is not stage. You can say that stage over here in Hollywood, over here in the borders of the United States, where you got a lot of leftist Democrats that they're doing that. But no, I don't believe that this is stage. I disagree with that. Everybody has their own way of believing, but I disagree. But I strongly believe right here that a lot of people in the United States and a lot of people in the West Hemisphere are saying, hey, you know what? This is happening. This started happening in Mexico with the United States. No, this started in Europe. And nobody was putting attention to Europe. Nobody was putting attention to Europe. Switzerland was doing, immigration border exercises before the enormous globalist compact of immigration started. Also, Sweden was doing exercises also. New Zealand was doing exercises also, border exercises. What is border exercises? Practicing border security exercises. They were doing that. So everybody was wondering why these countries are doing these exercises, why they're doing that. They knew that this was going to come. They knew about all of it. They knew that it was inevitable, that it was a lot of people are going to leave their countries because they don't want to be in their countries. So they knew, but by this pushing this narrative, this major influx is going to collapse the capitalist system and is going to create a more communist system, fairness for all the world. So it is all about collapsing, one step. It's a piece of a puzzle. Everything is so connected. Everything is inevitably is strongly connected. So this is, the article that it was released by Politica, which, they're saying that Morocco has closed their port of entry called Tarajal. And the Kingdom of Alawi has said that this is a humanitarian crisis that pushed more than 8,000 undocumented migrants into this Spanish city of Ceuta. That is right here, the picture. Now, let me go right into, what I just shown. It is, a young kid, but I don't want to show it anymore. But I want to show you also other things, which is happening right now in another border. We have been here multiple times. And multiple times, I say more than 2 times, 3 times. We have been into this immigration center that is called the Siglo XXI in Tapachula. And this is the actual situation right now in Siglo XXI in Tapachula, where the Tapachula people and the Tapachula immigrants are getting desperate by the day. These are all migrants in the station of, you got around like 15, 20 migrants right here. They were ultimately protesting right here in the morning for, the visa transit. That I have been telling you guys that the border of Tapachula with Guatemala, it is just so close to collapse. It is just so close to collapse. So close. And why is it so close to collapse? Because you're seeing that you got a catastrophe of a border on the other side of Mexico and Tapachula. And you have a problem, humongous problem with the economy. And also you have a humongous problem with the security issue and all that kind of stuff. But you are still admitting. You got more than 14,000 migrants from Haiti scattered all over Tapachula. And you got God knows how many thousands of migrants from all across the world. But this is how they are protesting right now in the migrant station of Siglo XXI. That this is extremely important for everybody to know, that, they're just standing there peacefully, but they're asking specifically, it's time for you to give us the paperwork. And everything, on this video, you can see like around 20, 25 people. But on this video, you can see, they're actually like 2, 3 people standing outside. This, back in the day, back in 2018, when I went in 2019, it was full. Like, you don't even imagine. There were tents outside right here. All of it was packed. I went there with Ben Bearquam and also with Anthony Awedo, my partner. I went over there. Everything was packed. You had a huge riot right here with migrants from Haiti pushing a bus. All of these situations that were happening right here in this particular migrant station. Now this migrant station, it is half migrant station and the other half, it is a shelter. Now it's not considered a migrant station. It is considered now a complete shelter. And it is just unbelievable, the incapability of the Mexican government to handle the process of immigration, which now, if they are not handling the process of immigration correctly, what is doing is that they are, violating the humanitarian right. So if you don't handle the immigration issue correctly in your country, this will inevitably be violating the rights of the people. So you have to ultimately go under the immigration and under the wing of the humanitarian right wing to try to understand how, this process is being handled. It's just incredible. Every border on Mexico border, the borders of Mexico are so insecure. You guys saw yesterday that I did a program, Cabeza de Vaca, that is Garcia Cabeza de Vaca, the ex-governor of Tamaulipas. I did a show about it last night, which is, they got a warrant for his arrest for having involvement with the organized crime. This is Cabeza de Vaca, which they have an order for his arrest. And they have a warrant for his arrest right now, and is the ex-governor of Tamaulipas. But as I said yesterday, as we are watching this enormous influx that is occurring around all the borders around the world, and if you're seeing right here, Francisco Garcia Cabeza de Vaca, that they have a warrant for his arrest. He's missing. Nobody knows where he's at. Nobody knows where he's at. But before everything this happened, there was this banner that was written to, Donald Trump on that particular time when Donald Trump was president. And it says, Donald Trump, your law is against, illegals. We already know that. But the citizen governor, Cabeza de Vaca, which now I've shown you the picture, he has a group of police, state police, which are putting a tax on us, and they're charging us for every Cuban, every Venezuelan, every Brazilian that they cross to the United States, or they go through that territory, or every person from China, or every Arabic or Middle Eastern person around the world. They are charging us. So this message was directly to President Trump, and now this guy is missing because his illicit winnings, bank accounts have been frozen. So he is particularly, this banner was back in 2019. For people that are going to be asking, this banner was back in 2019. So it's just unbelievable. The borders out, every border is collapsing little by little. And there's pure lawlessness that is occurring, on every border. So this was an article also. Released by The Corner. This is a good article right here. Let me put it on screen for people to watch. How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining in into the live feed. Buy me a copy is on top of the link. Thank you so much for cooperating and contributing to our independent reporting. This is right here. This is another article. Look at this article, man. It says they heard it through the grapevine. Illegals are coming from all over. It is an article from The Corner, and it's, highlighting immigration, written by Mark Krikorian right here. And you got the picture right here. But this article was released on May 18 on 2021. And it says people around the world are responding to La Invitación, that is the invitation delivered by President Biden through his campaign rhetoric and executive actions. The border crisis continues with the total number of illegal immigrants encountered at the border in April at 21-year high for that month. 21-year high only for that month. So up to just 3% from March. But families, adults traveling with minors from countries other than usual Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, or El Salvador made up to 30% of illegal alien families apprehended in April, up to a whooping 34% from the previous month. The New York Times reports, listen to this, that they have been coming not only from farther afield in Latin America, Venezuela, Ecuador, and Brazil, but also from India and the Middle East. The reporter quotes the director of a shelter in Tucson that helps illegal immigrants after they have been released into the United States by the Border Patrol are saying, we never work with such a large numbers with a diversity, including speakers of Arabic, Haitian, Creole, Hindu, and Portuguese. These are statistics right here on the bottom, which this article, I believe that is a really good article. If you guys want to, go and check it out. I believe that where is it at? Yes, right here. This is a really good article. And let me just read this last paragraph right here. It says, this article knows that the Border Patrol agents have apprehended people for more than 160 countries. More than 160 countries. It's just amazing. And you got the situation that is going on in Morocco. You got the situation that is going on in Tapachula. You got many situations that are going around, you know, in every type of border. And it is just something that the leftists around the world, the left around the world, because it's the left around the world, and also the right around the world, they're not doing anything about it. And you don't see nobody held in accountable the United Nations. They're the ones that are doing this demonic stuff. It's just unbelievable. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue right here for Border Network News. Thank you for joining on this morning, 11:35 in the morning. I will be live later on this afternoon from a particular place. Thank you so much for joining in. If you want to continue to support our independent reporting, buy me a coffee. Right there is on the top, and also our PayPal. Thank you so much. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. You can follow also Ben Berquam of Real America's Boys News. And also, you can follow Will Johnson and Sarah Carter on every platform. You can follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, my channel on Telegram, and also Rumble. Thank you so much for every single one of you. Hope that this information helps. Thank you for contributing to our work. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.
Y ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days and it's been weeks, and Good thing, Sarah, this canyon right here.
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. So. Ms. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.